All right, Smithy's in the game, just waiting for Lewis, and we're good to go.
This will be a fun match. I think I don't want to discount Smithy. I think Lewis is going to bounce back here, but
I do think Lewis will bounce back here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to stay in the losers bracket for very long. Yeah. But you never know. Smithy's definitely got some promise, so this is going to be interesting.
Yep, and I think
Ped is right back to practicing versus AI.
The great ones always practice. That's what makes Gretzky great.
Yeah, they keep it up. They keep it up.
Uh-oh, Lewis is not elected. He's raging.
Yes. Yeah, he's like, I'm done. Nah, he'll join. He might have gone for the 5-minute break and he's not here yet. So yeah. I think there's an inbuilt delay, I think so.
I hope so. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this match is as foregone conclusion. I thought Lewis was going to stomp Ped in the last one. Smithy has experience. Maybe we're good to go on this one.
Yeah, I think so. I think overall, this could be. Again, I think Lewis comes in as a favorite. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. But overall, I think it's not guaranteed victory by any means. Smithy could hold back. I think the main thing is Smithy's taken something from every game, and I think if he's learned enough, then he could do something. But I think right now, Lewis feels the way Duncan did after the first one, where he got taken by surprise and he's frustrating and he wants to do his very best. So.
They call it cheese, but it's really not cheese. It's just, not a lot of people like
early aggression.
Getting killed early. Yeah, but if you can handle it, then you beat it. And so far, no one can handle Ped.
Exactly. He's taken them by surprise every time.
Yeah.
I think Lewis might still be AFK. We expect a probably longer break. We'll keep inviting him, and he'll show up.
Son of a bitch.
I will at him to make sure he notices. Keep spamming him with invites. Eventually, he'll accept.
Ready when this chode connects. I love Smithy. Lewis has this thing where if you tell him 5 minutes, that in his brain, that's I'm gonna get up and make an
40
entire
minutes.
meal.
Yeah. Yeah. But he'll be here. He'll be here.
Should we move on to the next one in case he's just AFK this long?
If he's AFK for a super long time, what would be the next one? Would that be Duncan and Osie? We could probably do a Duncan and Osie.
All right.
If Lewis isn't there. So yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to do one more invite of Lewis, and then if he joins or doesn't.
We'll have a little bit more time. Otherwise, we're doing Duncan and Osie.
Yeah. I can't even invite him. Invite. There we go. Beautiful weather outside. How about them Yankees? You have any...
Sure. The thing is about the Yankees is that they always think they can run fast enough. And
they always try to, yeah.
That's why when the ball is round, the goals are all over the place.
They always try to walk it in. That's what the thing. The Yankees always try to walk it in.
Oh, Lewis has woken up. All right, here we go. We've got Lewis.
Let's see when he's ready. Ready when. Yeah. Ready when. Ready, guys. Catalina for the finals.
They're ready. All right.
Okay. Another random out of Lewis. He's just going right back into it.
He's random versus Smithy. Yeah. Respect. I like it. Let's see what he gets this time.
Yeah.
Last time he got Zerg and he wasn't ready enough for that.
I don't think he's a Zerg
immense
player.
Early.
Yeah.
I've seen him play Zerg before, but definitely less than Terran and Protoss. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Smithy's sticking with the Terran all the way through. He said he was Terran and Protoss in the emails.
He knows this is what he likes, and that's what he's sticking with. So Terran versus Protoss we got. All right.
Look at that.
All right. This could be something.
Player.
Yeah. Interesting map. This looks pretty. Looks pretty. Plenty of bases as well, but very much a design makes sense. People will basically know where the enemy are just by looking at it. You can understand that. There's plenty of bases to go for.
I like that.
Smithy's sending an SUV early.
This is a nicely designed map. I like this map suggestion. It's just a straight line to the other person.
Look at this. This is like a shadow of a goddamn, I don't know,
shark.
Fish or rather. A shark or whatever.
That's more important. I saw these two intercept each other and they're fighting.
Yeah.
In a little,
I didn't care about that.
I cared more about the shark.
Yeah.
Who wants chat? Do you want to see the shadow of the shark more, or do you want to see these two fighting?
A big poll, quick poll. No.
Getting a lot of shadow of shark.
So the probe decided to run straight through, and the SUV is now chasing. This means that basically Lewis knows where Smithy is, they both know where they are.
No, I'm not sure. Does Smithy know that you spawn directly across, or do these people think you could spawn in the northeast, southwest?
Maybe. I suppose that's always a chance. Yeah.
Lewis is rope-a-doping him. Smithy does not want to get cannon rushed.
No, he wants to make sure that this probe does nothing funky. Now the probe's going to probably beat the SUV.
This will be a kill here.
First blood probe. Okay, 1-0 to Lewis so far.
1 kill on that probe,
Smithy,
baby.
you got to be careful because now you don't know where the probe is.
Yeah.
And
Luckily,
I don't
the
actually
probe
think
ran
the probe is
away,
gonna...
but still.
Yeah, but Smithy doesn't know that, so that's the danger there.
All right, we got the early gate. Well, not early gateway. We got a gateway down.
We got a gateway, at least. Yeah, we have a gateway.
I feel like Lewis is about to proxy rush. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I have nothing behind it. I just feel like he's about to do the same thing he did to Zybobs, where he tries to sneak in a pylon. He's got one up here, and I think he's just going to try to do that and live off of one base.
I think that because that worked for him when he played Protoss last time. So, and it's a solid attempt anyway. Like if you're feeling you're probably going to be more on offense than defense the entire game, you want your pylons offensively placed because that's the benefit of warp gates.
Yeah.
You can reinforce much quicker than having to walk over the entire map.
It takes a little bit longer because you gotta get the Cybernetics core down and research it, but
Yeah.
still. And I like that Lewis obviously plays Protoss. He knows how to gate off his ramp by keeping one person there, just to.
Yeah, he's got that down, not a problem. And this means he can run out whenever he wants, but he can still block anyone from coming inside.
Oh, look at this, Rythian. Look what Lewis is doing.
Boy. Oh boy!
Lewis said,
Stargate!
"Fuck
I
the
like
warp
it.
and tech. Let's go
I'm
Void
going
Race."
full on Void Race. I like it. What's his Vespene? He's got it. He's got Vespene coming in.
Yeah, he'll have 2.
And he's got like a plus. He's got a solid plus 1,000 minerals as well.
He's gonna have 3 Void Rays the second.
This is gonna be quick, and Smithy's not gonna like it.
Oh, poor
Because
Smithy.
Void Rays will actually wreck Marines. Like you need a lot of Marines to take out Void Rays.
I think Smithy is just doing that thing. You're scared. You don't know what's out there. It's a harsh world. You just turtle up as Terran, and you never look outside your base. And that's what.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's just he's sitting there on 1,000 minerals with 1 barracks and
Has no
2
idea it's
Marines
coming.
total. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. He's actually not going Void Race immediately. It's going. That's Oracles. I think they're called Oracles.
You can't see him. Yeah, he's going to Oracles. Yeah. Really good harassing units. Those Oracles. Another unit.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue what they do because I'm not that good at this game.
Yeah, like they could do like a little bit of. They're not really like the big killers. The Void Race is going to be the big killers, and we're going to get them eventually.
Well,
but
you
he's
do
now
say
going in
that.
to take out the rings. Yes.
This is Smithy we're talking about, who's very new to the game and currently has no units back there.
But this,
I think
you
these
see,
Oracles
this is
will
what they're
slaughter.
doing. They will absolutely wreck his economy. He can escape once the Marines are, but even that's only 3 Marines. That's not going to cut it, and it's over.
It's over. Smithy's got 1.2 thousand minerals.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Honestly, like
Lewis could finish it now, but yeah. We've got Void Race coming now.
Kind of threw Alsmiffy to the lions here. You know,
It's rough being in the Lewis's bracket than getting Lewis as your opponent. That's not a good day in StarCraft Town. Absolutely.
I really like what Lewis is doing here. So Oracles need power in order to fire, and they ran out. So Lewis said, "Fuck these Oracles. Let's make Void Rays now."
Yeah,
you're now dead to me.
Yeah, I think like he knew Void Race was an option, but like let's get in some Oracles early to take out his SCVs. But now it's just Voider time, and this is like we just saw like a punch combo of a couple of hits, and like Smithy staggering. Here comes the big uppercuts.
It's
honestly.
the uppercut.
This is where it ends.
Dead Marine. That's Smithy's army.
Dead
So Smithy
everything.
lost one Marine and lost 50% of his army.
Yeah, and then another Marine, and that was it. That was literally it.
Well. He's good at
other
other
There's not much
stuff.
to say about. Yeah, there's not much to say about this. Honestly.
I'm telling you, if you need someone in Rocket League, Smithy's your dude.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You can't be good at every game,
Nope.
and this was brutal.
Certainly not this game, as he's not good at. But
Sadly, yes.
I just feel really bad that I accused him of screen cheating in the first game when he totally didn't, and now like
He absolutely didn't. Yeah.
I feel like a big douche. I don't know.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was a serious accusation. It's more like, how did he know?
How did he know? But he just knew
Yeah.
it through happenstance. He just knew.
Yeah, he just knew. And yeah, I mean, it's at this point on, as a commentator, you're sitting there like, is there any way to make this sound interesting or fascinating? Nope. It's just this is just the end.
This is a lamb that doesn't know how to
Lewis is
F10
just
and
spinning them
surrender.
around. He's just flying around, waiting
9 kills,
for
8
to
kills.
surrender.
Oh, he's even making. I
no.
like this. You know what? Smithy deserves this for downshifting us, downgearing us in Rocket League. This is how it feels.
This is how it feels. Yeah.
I like the valiant defense of that turret.
He did what is good. They did what is good.
It's really cool. Smithy had 1.2 thousand minerals saved up, right?
Yeah.
In that last little stand, he spent 900 of them. That's pretty decent.
I like it. GG. There we go.
GG.
It's officially over.
Is it?
Well,
there you
now
go.
It's officially over. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, that was a quick one. Not much to say about that one.
That happens. You know, Smithy had a good showing. He
that
may have
earlier.
lost, but he still got to the quarterfinals. I don't think that's anything to be embarrassed about. He beat people who he was as good as, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I think he would have put up a. Yeah, he put up a. He would. Yeah, go and bring him in.
Interview. Yeah, he put up a good fight.
Absolutely. I think like against if he had, if he hadn't gone up against Lewis and to a lesser degree Ben, like he would have done well against Martin. He would probably done well against Zylus and Boba. Ozie probably as well, arguably, honestly. So he just ran into Lewis, and that's a rough one, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna join his channel and talk to him.
Okay, sure.
Hey, how you doing, Smithy? You still there? Smithy.
He rage quit.
Oh God, there's a lot of rage quits today.
Hello.
Hi, Smithy.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted there for a second.
Fair enough.
How was it?
How was it? It was intense, brief, and vigorous.
I like it. Yeah, that's how I describe a lot of StarCraft games when it doesn't really go as expected. Yeah, that one was rough. He got in the Stargate very early. We were seeing them being built. And it's like, all right, he's going for like a big zealot push early.
Build them behind me.
It wasn't quite behind you, but like he placed a pylon very close to your base. Yeah.
Right. Okay,
and then just places them there, and then that's what. And then he just built the Stargates right there, so you could just like bring them without having to transfer the.
And it's tough. Map. That's a lot of pressure on your back lines when you're new at this game.
That's really difficult. Yeah, like if that's coming as a Terran, you basically need to have tons of defense build up early, and that's not always something you're expecting.
Let me ask you this, Smithy: how did you feel against Martin in that earlier match?
I thought I'd lost when he did that first push, and luckily I thought, I'll build my second command base out here. But I'll turn it into like a fortified one because I saw that was like a natural channel up into my base. So I was like, well, I might as well give him a hard time trying to get through that channel. So I made it a hard one.
Yeah, and that planetary fortress killed 40 people before it died.
Yeah.
It basically wrecked this entire army.
You hung on in that fight against Martin, and you beat him, and that's something to be proud of. You did a good job there, especially for just playing this game for a day.
You just got a little bit unlucky. You ran into Lewis in the lowest bracket. That's gonna suck. I think you would have put up a decent fight against maybe Duncan. You probably would have done well against Osie, but against Lewis, oof, that's rough. That's absolutely rough.
Yeah. No, I
think you did pretty well overall, absolutely, though.
I looked at the end. I don't know if you guys still got the stats up on your screen. I was looking at the stats at the end there. I'm just looking at your stream in case you do have them. So let's go to
there we are.
This screen here, score summary. So I was just saying to the guys, like, there's an obvious difference in some of these numbers here, but what you've got to do, you've got to look at this overview at the end, and at the bottom you've got that number there, that's 6,350. That represents maybe 2 hours of practice and play and commitment in this game, and then you've got the number above it, 1,800. And I mean that probably represents how many hours? 18,000. Sorry,
he squashed.
How many hours do you think Lewis has put into this game?
Oh, thousands.
I wouldn't maybe go that far.
He's
but
he's a fucking try-hard nerd, is what Smith is saying, and I agree.
All I'm saying, so right there, what you're looking at is a difference of 12,000, right? And I mean, hundreds of hours versus a couple. I mean, you really want to see a bigger margin than that.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe.
You make a
what
good
you're saying
point
is
here.
really with this one, what we saw is that Lewis was disappointing.
I think so. I think so.
Well, I think that is the right reason and conclusion to take from this match. I think.
Yeah, everyone in chat agrees with you, Smithy. Is that
no one is posting LUL or anything. Everyone says yes, he's right.
Lewis should be ashamed of himself for how poorly he beat you.
Precisely. This is exactly it. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining, Smithy. This was fantastic. I hope you had a great time.
You're dead. You're
out.
Yeah.
We're dead.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
It was awesome having you. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you so much for showing up. And I hope you have a fantastic
honestly, you
rest
did a
of your
good job. I think for knowing this game for a day, you did a great job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been quite exciting. It's been fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool. The show must go on.
Cheers, man.
Good luck.
See you around, pal.
Alrighty. So that was great. Smithy's always a fucking laugh. I love that dude.
That's fantastic. Yeah, a great interview.
Very rarely do you see. I wish more athletes did this. Where
They should say that. Yeah. Well, he beat me, but really though, he should be disappointed.
Way better.
Yeah, I like that. That's very good.
All right, so now we're on to Cannon Girl Florozio versus the Duncan
Cannon Girl
Joneses.
versus Duncan, who's gonna probably go Banshee's Battlecruisers again. I think.
Yeah.
I think it worked for him last time, and I think that's what he go for. Now, if he's been watching, he knows what OC does.
Yep.
So Banshees won't be good against cannons. Battlecruisers was a little wreck, but we'll see.
Now, I'm just trying to think here. Will he continue to go down the same path? And I'm just not sure. I think that he will maybe try to differentiate. I think he might try to experiment here. I'm not sure if he underestimates OC or what, but I would be not surprised to see something different out of Duncan here.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would be... If he goes Banshees, I will question his thought process, absolutely. Because cannons is like the Banshee's worst enemy.
Yep.
But Battlecruisers will still do good, and I do know that Duncan likes getting a big fleet. So, like, Ben's all about the tanks, Duncan's all about the fleet.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
Also, just as equally, he could just go fucking Banshees again. We all know Duncan.
He very well could. He very well could just go Banshees and just try to, like, avoid the cannons instead, probably. We'll see.
All right. Two different philosophies here. He wants to get that an early supply depot, as he wants to get up more probes, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say no to more probes, but it's very important to get your buildings out and going, because you have 200 minerals, you might as well use them on something that isn't probes.
Yep. And Ozzy could just walk over, slap down... Oh, she's doing it. Okay, she's slapping down the pylon.
All right, here comes the pylon. Good. So we're pretty sure we know what Ozzy's going to build. We're going to see cannons.
Yeah?
Because... she started today, and apparently she got briefly coached by someone, and they basically taught her how to cannon rush.
Okay.
So I think that's what we're going to mostly see.
It doesn't show. That's a terrible teacher.
Well, you know.
Her last cannon
versions. Our last cannon rush wasn't
inside her own base.
Yeah, it was mostly in her own base. We're definitely going to see more cannons, but I'm hoping that we'll say a little bit more of this. Because last time, she built a couple of zealots. They didn't do much. They mostly stood around. But maybe this time we'll see something more. That's the hope. Yeah. That's the hope.
And OC is building more. She's spent her minerals, and so is Duncan. I keep wanting to call him Livid Coffee because that's what I see down there.
Yeah, that we see exactly. Yeah,
Duncan, the man of three weird names.
Yeah, who, by the way, very low on workers at the moment on minerals, because he sent everything into minerals and then left his SCVs a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's not really building any SCVs either.
He built down 2 barracks and he's only using one of them, which happens. It looks like he was saving up for a Reaper rush. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
I wonder how good the Reapers could do. Reapers used to wreck cannons, but I don't know if they do anymore.
Yeah,
they don't have those cannons automatic.
They're really not
grenades
that good
automatically
them,
anymore.
Yeah. Really what Ozzy should do is just plant a fucking cannon in her back line. Put a pylon and a cannon down. She'd probably be safe at this level of play.
Just sort of spread it out a little bit throughout the base so they're not just particularly guard your probes for the most part.
Yeah.
My main worry here is for Duncan, like he's not got a lot of SCVs. He's starting to build them up again, but he put so many of them away from the minerals into the gas mines, which, he's low. He'll catch up. It takes a little while, and he'll build.
Yeah, he's building up all the workers behind. But like you said, he's only 9 and 16. Yeah. Also, he didn't A-click over to Ozzy's side. He literally ran past Ozzy's 4-person probe rush here.
Yeah, I don't know why she brought 4 of them, and I don't know why she's just leaving them there. But the Reapers just walking by. Just walking by.
That's interesting to see. Oh, this one's thinking a little bit.
This one notices it. Okay.
So I'm not sure if Ozzy realizes one probe can build multiple things, because it looks like she's grabbing.
But then again, it actually works out all right, because
this is why it's working out. The probes are gonna get killed here.
The probes are literally killing the Reaper.
Oh my god!
I am shocked at how this
worked out. So the Reapers will get their revenge, obviously, here.
Because again, no defense in the base, so they're just gonna eat the probes alive. This is going to be a rough time for OC.
What is OC looking at? Let's see this. What's OC's viewpoint? OC doesn't even fucking care.
Doesn't know, yeah.
That is back in her face.
Because the thing is, OC has the money, but she's going to run out. Because her entire mineral line is now destroyed. The Reapers just walked in and started. It's funny because she loves cannons so much, and she doesn't defend the most important thing.
The people who fund her cannons.
Yes.
Where do you think
exactly.
the minerals come from? You know?
Yeah.
They're out of ground. So, unfortunately, again, we're seeing another scenario of how do we make this interesting? Because I think Osie's completely lost now.
I agree entirely. The thing is, she can push a little bit, but she has no money now. So, like, this is the cannon she has. She can't go any further up. This is it. So, yeah.
You hate to see it. The most optimal thing she can do right now is somehow run all those probes back, kill the 3 Reapers killing her line, send all those probes to Mineral, and then get more probes behind it.
It's not great.
Not great.
At the very least, I would like her probes to move to high ground so that the cannons can attack.
That would be great.
Because at the moment, they can't do anything. They're just sort of...
But high ground, low ground thing, that's something that you got to learn as you play the game, you know?
There's a lot of things to learn in this game, obviously. And that's probably not something Osie has been
Oh,
learning.
she did it!
Because
she moved up.
Oh, there we go. Now, she will lose the probes for the thing, but at least she got a supply depot. Now Duncan just knows, okay, I can't take the cannons. But that's also all Osie has. So
yeah, I want to see Duncan somehow stalemate this. Like, he just runs all of his units in to take out the cannons. Because he's currently 30 of 23 on his supply.
Yeah.
He's got 20 workers, right? 330 minerals. Let's see what he's looking at. Yeah, Duncan is planning something here. He's slowly getting his economy back. Yeah, this is...
I think he's just like... he knows, like, okay, I just got to finish the cannons.
Yep.
And he's just going to have to wait for it, basically.
I really wanted to see a stalemate. I wanted to see him
I
run
would have
all
liked
his
to
units
see...
out.
I would have liked to see something more exciting, but it's just, she didn't defend the mineral line, and that was it.
Yep.
That was basically once that happened. Because this could have been a very dangerous cannon line if she had just sort of like continued building up and up and up, but you got to protect the base. If you don't have base, you don't have any...
She did build
she's
the
got
probes back, and
probes
she
here
got
now.
a kill, because Duncan can't micro that well, it looks like. He's running into the cannon.
Hide the probes! Hide the probes! No!
What are you doing with those probes? I think Osie attacked her own base with the probes.
Yeah.
There's the grenade.
Cannon. Oh!
Back into the cannon.
Reaper dead.
She's stabilized.
Okay, it's not over. I mean,
She's got 3.
Pretty much over, but it's not technically. She does now have an income.
Nope.
A small income.
Plus 27 a minute. That's not bad. Plus 83 a minute. Not bad.
She's got 3 working drones. But we're having problems here where high ground, low ground.
Yeah, high ground, low ground.
You know, so he'll get the pylon and maybe this cannon as well, but he'll have to go further down to get the rest.
Yeah.
But what are you, Rosie? What are you doing, Rosie? What are you doing? Why are you sending a probe?
What she's doing? Does she think that the Cannon Rush 2.0 is going to work here? She only had 3 probes.
Maybe.
She sent one away.
Maybe she's like, oh, this probe needs to go hide. Rosie!
Oh, no.
Rosie, the probe!
Honestly,
tanks are up.
Doing pretty good, despite getting shelled right next by.
Yeah, it's right next to not taking any hits. This probe is not going to have a good time. He's just standing there watching all the cannons die.
What does Duncan see there? Duncan can see like 3 right there in that range. Yeah. She only sees a shadow in the night taking out all her stuff.
Yeah, it's rough times. You're going to have to give this up, Rosie. It's not going to work.
Oh, the Nexus
Duncan is losing
rally.
some Marines.
That's what happened. She rallied her Nexus out there. Now she put it back on there.
No, see, don't spend 100 gold on a new pylon.
No! You can build in your base.
This is done. The cannon rush is not going to work. You're going to have to give up.
I don't think she wants to. She's mainly controlling her probes now back at base. That's alright, though. We were all new once. We all started new. This is a new person tournament.
I've played much worse than Osie at one point in time. So, you know, like, this ain't nothing strange.
And I'd be kicking Duncan's ass right now. So,
oh, man. Right, what's Duncan going to do? Is he going to just finish it? I can't imagine he's really worried about anything.
Again, A target. A target, get up from your computer.
Just pretty much, yeah.
It's a shame. I really wanted to see Osie just cannon rush everybody and get to the top, right?
That would have been really good.
She keeps messing with her rally point on her.
Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder what the plan there is.
I don't know.
But yeah, here we go. The A target from Duncan is coming. Although he's leaving some troops behind for some reason. I mean, yeah, that's all you need sometimes. Honestly, some micro in this game can be overrated. Like in low levels, you just need to have enough troops and just A target on them, and I think you're good.
I'm a big proponent of learn what you're good at your time, right? So like, if you're playing Dota, don't learn from pros, because then you're gonna be overwhelmed. Just stick in the lane, get last hits, hope you don't die, and then as you get better, you learn.
Pretty much.
And this is a massacre.
This is the absolute massacre. Yeah.
We've seen a lot of to completion destructions in this tournament.
People don't
surrender.
Like surrendering very early.
I'm destroying especially with Zybobs. They stuck on through the refineries.
Stuck around to the very end, yeah.
But, I mean...
They had a spawning pool in the extractor, and they just sat there.
Fair enough.
And there's the game. Oh, she didn't let him take the Nexus. Fair enough.
Fuck him.
There you go. He doesn't get the satisfaction. All right. That is Osie gone. We are going to have a Lewis Duncan semi-final.
Finals in the loser bracket.
Ben Pedguin Championship.
So here's the deal.
Be excellent.
Ben and Ped are best of 3, right?
Yeah.
And Lewis and Dunk, these are both best of 1s down here. Just so we can get along with it, and 2, hop down to ours, Osie. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hello.
How are you doing, Cannon Lord?
Oh wow. I am impressed at the canon proficiency, and I am very excited to see the first game. We were so worried we had screwed you over because we started the game early and you had issues and you weren't doing anything. It's like, oh no! And then you won. You just won. You just snuck. It
was awesome.
Cannons and bam! It was fantastic to watch.
So, how much experience do you have with this, Osie?
I started playing about 3 or 4 hours ago.
Okay, fair enough. I love it.
So, and you won! You still beat
one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We did okay.
And
that was beautiful.
Mars no slouch. He had to drag him out with Smithy in his lower bracket to lose. I mean, he's capable, and you beat him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So obviously you had a strategy that you were going with, and that's what you stuck with at the Cannon Lords, and like that works to a degree, obviously, but like eventually people figure out how to sort of deal with it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you take from the games in general? Like how did it like? Was it scary trying to go beyond cannons, or were you just like, this is all I'm going to do, or were you considering at some point maybe moving beyond at all?
Well, I did try I think it was the second when I was against Ben, I was thinking, right, I need to try and do some more defense. And then because of that, I just neglected all my kind of like my attack units. And I don't know, but I'm really into the idea of getting better at this.
Yeah.
So if there's another one held, I'll be there and I'll be better.
Excellent.
And we'd love to have you back. And like we said before, you are the only person in this tournament to have won without making a single offensive unit.
That was very impressive, yeah.
Wow.
Like the first game, you didn't bring a single unit that could attack. I mean, probes technically can, but you won, and that's something to take away from this.
Nice.
I think, yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks.
And during all that,
thank you so much for joining.
Your sister was shit talking you in chat during your first one when you won. So
what's new? What's new?
Just yeah.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for joining. We really enjoyed having you here, and it was a lovely time.
It was great fun.
By the way, you're now for Brozio is what we're calling you. If you're interested in learning how to cannon rush, look up Fabrizio matches.
Fabrizio match, I will.
He's the king of it. Yeah. So, anyways,
nice.
Rythian said, great having you.
Wicked.
Awesome.
Cheers, guys.
Excellent.
Later, man.
See you around. Have a good time. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
All right. We're gonna do Lewis and Duncan just so the loser doesn't have to fit through 3 matches of Ben Ped, and we'll get our first match of our thing. So Duncan versus Lewis, a rematch of an Armchair Admirals match we had.
This is gonna be exciting. Yeah.
Who you got your money on?
I think I'm gonna have to say Lewis, but I have seen show weakness. But the second he did, he went right back with massive hammers. So I think I'm still gonna have to go with Lewis on this one. But I don't think it's gonna be a stomp either way.
All right,
I think this is going to be a good one.
We're going to send them to Cyber Forest as their map.
That sounds good.
Cyber Forest LE. Make referee. Invite Lewis, invite Duncan. And this is actually not the finals of the loser bracket. This is the semifinals.
No, after this one, they're going to go up against the loser of Ben and Ped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who is a best of 3 match. We'll do the best of 3, and then in the grand finals, you have to beat the winner of that best of 3 match twice in order to win. Well, the winner only has to win once.
Yeah.
So at most, we have 1, 2, 5, 6 games left, and then we're done.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I think we can definitely do that. I mean, we will run over a little bit, but who cares? Like, we're good. We're good.
Get your butt plugs here is someone spamming that in TV chat.
Thank you. We don't need one at the moment. I have plenty. It's not a worry. I'm not needing any new. We are good to go. Well, I hope so.
I'm just assuming.
They've joined it. They're ready. Random versus Terran. Lewis is random versus Duncan.
I like it.
Respect. I respect these randoms. That's legit.
If anything, win or lose, Lewis has met every challenge with respect and disrespect here. I love it. Didn't complain about the Bob's Zylus double Hydra when
not at all.
That could have been, game breaking. Just Lewis is a lunch pail type of
Terran
guy.
versus Terran. Okay.
TDT.
Good old mirror match.
You know what we're seeing?
Yep. We're gonna see Banshees.
Yep.
We're gonna see Banshees.
Banshees out of Duncan, Battle Cruisers out of Lewis is my prediction.
Honestly, out of both of them, I 100% expect Banshees and Battle Cruisers from both players. I think so. I think absolutely that's what we're gonna go see.
All right.
So Lewis is Lewis isn't got a supply depot up yet. Duncan went for it early.
Yeah.
Lewis is. Oh no! He is. He just decided to go right down to his natural already. I like it. While Duncan went right there and didn't really think about the value of the natural.
Honestly, even though you don't really need to worry about walling off versus Terran, just being a player and you wall off every time for when you face Zerg, it's just a good
habits. Good habits.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, this leaves room for the interior of your base to have your more important buildings, like that you want to defend. You don't want to have your supply depots protected by the valuable buildings. You want the other thing around, really. So.
And Duncan says fuck that and just builds on his first ramp, which is also respectable because
barracks I see there a lot. That's usually fine because they take up so much space.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to exactly pop down your fusion cores and starports and stuff at your ramp necessarily.
When I was a wee man and I used to listen to Taste Hostess and Husky and all those people and Jeff in Control, Rip Jeff.
Rip Jeff.
Sad story. Apparently that guy was a great guy too.
From all I've heard.
Either way, they used to say as Terran players, just having to build your own building like that goes into timing. That Terran players at the top level know that if you walk your barracks further away, you're going to make that barracks second compared to your opponent. It's really weird.
Yeah, see, the interesting here is now Duncan is walled here, but then it's expanding here anyway, so now this is unprotected.
Yeah.
This is where Lewis has a little bit of advantage because he's walling and already here.
Yep.
But I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Yeah.
Duncan
we got a little bit of an SCB battle going on here, but not much. They've hit each... Lewis has hit the other SV once, and Duncan's running away.
Now, here's the question. Even if Duncan scouted, do you think it would matter? Are they scouting to see how much of the army the other person has or what they're building?
I honestly think sometimes people just sort of build just to... That's where he is, right? And just go. A lot of people don't think of, why are you scouting in the first place? Well, you want to see if you see, and all of a sudden, holy shit, there's a Stargate. Or, loads of refineries, so lots of things.
4 gates, I'm screwed.
Yeah, or there's already 5 barracks, so you know what you're aiming for. The actual scout on its own is not that big a deal. It's nice to know where he is, but that's not a major deal compared to knowing what he has.
That's why I like just cheesing every game. You don't have to scout. You just cheese. 12 pool?
Yeah.
I don't fucking care what you got. I'm just coming at you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Lewis, a lot of just both solid expansion out of both these guys.
Yeah.
Really similar supply limits, similar workers.
Say these two are probably the most evenly matched of any match in the game so far.
Definitely.
So this is going to be interesting.
And honestly, I would have predicted these two in the final, not Ped and Ben. And if you think about it, Ben's great at everything he plays. Ped's great at a lot of stuff he plays too.
Yeah.
Not on the same level as Ben is great at stuff. Ben's the only guy I know who reads a rule book about a game he's never played before and then wins the national championships for it.
Yeah. I'm interested in this, mostly because I'm curious, how much early aggression we're going to see. And, we have a little bit of coming here.
Yeah.
I don't know how big this could be, because Lewis, Duncan barely has any army.
Right.
But, it's not like this is a massive force that's going to take him by surprise. You look at it, it's twice as big, but it's only 5 versus 10.
Yeah.
So, there's that. And Duncan is going factory starport early, which Lewis has basically gone for the same. This is basically as close to mirror match as you can get.
It's really weird. It's uncanny. The only difference is a bunker.
Yeah.
A bunker, a few more workers.
Then, he could just walk in. It's not even a wall.
It was never a wall. When you said that was a wall, it's that ain't a wall.
That ain't no wall. And Oh, this is going to be tight.
I mean...
One Marine left alive. One Marine. He's going to get killed by the SCVs.
Duncan
really,
just sends 2 SCVs, yeah. Or he sends 5, but you only need 2.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. And Duncan holds.
Yeah. Pretty even. Yeah, pretty even. I mean, I'd say like it was probably a little bit of advantage for Lewis, but not by much. You can see losses down there.
Yeah.
Like Duncan's lost 500. He's like 468. It's not a lot.
A little bit more idle time out of Duncan, less APM happening out of him, but that's about it. I mean, this is impressive. Duncan's holding his own.
If we're gonna have any match that's gonna go into like solid mid-game, plenty of troops, I think it's gonna be this one. This is looking good.
Now you say that he's starting to get stuff up out of his starport. Looks like a Liberator on one side and nothing on the other side. So I think if I had to give an edge, Lewis knows how to make an army and use it.
I would say so, definitely. Yeah. Duncan just needs to get his stuff up and he'll get it. But I think Lewis has more killer instinct in terms of like, let's get it and use it quickly. Duncan will sit on it a lot longer over the time. Yeah. I don't think this Liberator on its own is going to do tons, but if you manage to sneaks in and just like start shooting SCVs and stuff, can do some good work, honestly. It's not really used, as far as I know, tons for like harass purposes. But I can see it being useful. It could be interesting.
Do you think that he's just going to walk up and just plaster the back line?
Yes. I think he's going to walk up, place it down on the SCV line. We're going to see it right now.
I like it. Hurt. Boom! Boom!
And he's wrecking SCVs.
Yeah,
that's a lot of SCVs. That is one-shotting them all.
Imagine being that SCV. Yeah, this Viking should defend it, but that's a lot in loss there. He just sniped 8 workers.
That was a big loss, yeah. He got 11 SCVs. That 11, is very good worth. That is very good. I'd slow down Duncan a fair chunk. You can notice his income is a lot lower than Lewis's right now.
And yet still, similar armies, similar supplies.
Yeah, he's catching up, absolutely. Wonder how much effort is being put into infrastructure here versus how many is put to just pure army. I think the upgrades is going to be key here. Like because they're going to have a lot of similar type units. So if one of them has more upgrades than the other, and at the moment, I'm not seeing any real upgrades. I'm saying Cloak being researched by
Cloak
Duncan.
And Banshees but that's about coming out of Duncan, and then over here on Lewis's side, nothing.
Lewis must see the Cloak Banshees coming, though, surely, right? Oh. I can't...
What's Lewis see?
He must expect it.
Lewis is doing a drop. We can watch this drop happen. That might screw up the Banshee a little bit, but, I mean, he doesn't see it. He has no idea. He's building landmines.
He's got 1 turret here. If he builds more turrets, he might be a little bit safer, but he's going to need more for these Banshees, because they're going to be annoying.
All he's doing is making widow mines. I don't think that is smart. But, you know, fuck it. No. He's still new to it just as much as any of us.
Well, let's see how this happens. If he can go in, this is going to hurt Duncan a lot.
Oh, he's got the landmine guys in there, too.
Yeah.
Widow mines. How does Duncan respond to this is the question.
Well, he has troops, so he'll be moving them down, but I don't know if he'll move them down fast enough. Right? That's 1 Banshee down.
Banshee dead immediately. No.
Here comes the Marines.
These Marines should hold this off, and he's got a tank right there. Lewis should really pick and run here, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Lewis just killed them all with a single widow
if he moves up, he moves fast enough.
Is he doing it?
He's no, it's going to be too much. But while this is all going on, the Liberator's doing work.
Yeah.
Like, he will die to the turret if he's not careful, but...
Again,
I'd say that was still very successful. Yes, Duncan held, but that was successful for Lewis.
Oh, easily.
Like, he is way ahead on losses, as you can tell.
Totally agree. I mean, look at that. Just the I don't see the loss screen because I don't know the hotkeys for this.
Just press escape so you don't have any units selected. And you'll see the numbers in the bottom.
Negative 3250 barrels, or 3250 is how it's also pronounced by a normal human being. And then you also lost a ton of workers. The armies are still a little bit similar, but you're starting to see the difference in supply caps.
Yeah, and you can also tell, like, literally, like, the worker difference after both those assaults. Like, Lewis is 20 workers ahead, so therefore is getting a lot from this. And he's got the scan. He's got the scan. He's got a Thor. We've got a Thor out and walking.
Yep. There goes all of Duncan's plans. Duncan's Thor.
These Banshees are gonna be. Oh shit! That's not gonna be so great. That was a nice scan. He sensed the cloak coming, and he had like, well, I have the scan.
Now
I don't know. Like, the scan isn't gonna do it if Duncan's gonna continue attacking from multiple sources. Lewis is gonna need more turrets, but I think he might have scared away Duncan's Banshee plan with this. You noticing he's not building anymore at the moment.
Nope.
He has one, and now it's just sitting there.
It's just sitting there, no starport whatsoever. Not even a battle cruiser thought of coming out. And look what Lewis is doing to all of his expansion, all these landmines. This is what Lewis is really good at. This is why he beats us in Civ. He's always pushing and doing more stuff, right?
Yeah. He just doesn't stop, and I think it's nice to watch it, honestly. I think Duncan is probably at a bit of a loss at the moment. He's like, well, what do I do? And I think he's going to just go battle cruisers. I think at this point on, is probably going to be his thought.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to be enough. Like, battle cruisers are very good, obviously, but they're very expensive. If they get taken out, you lose a lot. And I think looking at what Lewis is building, he's going to have enough to deal with it. Thor on his own.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to think that. Yeah, they're both doing upgrades, and like you said, he's making the battlecruiser fusion core now. I just don't think that Lewis can stop it.
I mean, we'll see, I guess.
Actually, no, Lewis is making nothing but Thors. Never mind.
Yeah, the Thors is strong enough, I think, to deal with them. And the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings aren't going to wreck battlecruisers by any means, but it's going to be enough, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's here. Yeah.
Yeah. All the noises.
Still a bit disappointed, Lewis. You have a couple of SV standing doing nothing. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You can notice them. There's a whole press F1, bro. There's a whole button.
Not even the third. Oh no, he's got his third expansion. Never mind. I was gonna say.
Man, he's got a ton of income though. Like he's got a lot of things going on.
And he's spending it. And not for nothing.
Very impressed with Nazi. Like he's down to sub 200 when he's got that much income.
Yeah. Duncan's got a decent amount of income pool, but at least he's spending. He's up to 96. This isn't like what we've seen other people.
We're not getting any 13,000 minerals sitting in the bank from these two.
Yeah.
They're good enough. Oh, that mine took out that. Like, did Duncan want to expand? No, sorry. That way the mine took it out.
Gone. Love it. And here comes the move into the Thors.
Yeah, he's going to big mines first, and then Thors.
Duncan's
tanks are here, but it's not enough tanks, I think, to really do a lot.
Way too far back. They need to be up forward. And even if they were forward, they wouldn't be doing a lot.
Yeah. So he's going to try to sneak in with a cloaked banshee here, but again, a scan is all Lewis needs. There we go. That's
Instant.
Yeah, he saw it, and then bam.
It's the same thing when you try to like sneak behind Lewis in regular in Civ. You just
he's just there. He's just ready. Yeah. And then with the Vikings because the turrets. He knows the turrets are in the way. This is good.
No planetary
he moves
fortress.
Up the Liberator a little bit, foot in the thing. Yeah, no fortress there. That's going to stop him. Now he's slowly moving his tanks up. I think he's like, okay, I don't like this though because he's leaving his tanks back and walking all of his Marines in. They're just going to get eaten alive here by the Thors and the Vikings. Oh boy. This ain't good. The split here, he basically split up his army in two. Like, yes, the tanks are going to do some work here. I think they might even hold.
Look at that.
But he's lost an entire expansion. Yeah. He's lost an entire expansion, and Duncan is running out of minerals. He's got maybe 2,000 less of minerals. He desperately needs to expand. And if I know Lewis, he's going to stop that from happening.
Fourth of the income, half the supply, fourth of the workers. I mean,
it's going to be rough.
This is dead to rights, but and you just saw that these three tanks hold off his entire attack, and if you would just move them forward, it would have been okay.
If they had been here when it all started, rather than like back on this hill, you know, there would have been a lot harder for them to just walk in over there, and it wasn't enough.
It's a shame, and it's just little tweaks like that. Like if he knew that.
Yeah. It could be the smallest things that change the outcome of a battle, honestly.
What is this, 4 ghost academies? He's going to try to nuke them all over the place?
He's going to nuke him to death? Okay.
I forgot, this is Duncan and Lewis. Neither one of them would let the other one lose gracefully. And one of them is going to nuke the other.
Absolutely. They're going to do something. I am excited for this.
Oh my god. You know, this is another thing we should do. We should do an AoE 2 tournament or something. On top of this,
just to watch Duncan wreck people because that's his game, you know. Oh man.
Oh man.
Okay, we're gonna see some nukes. You don't build 4 Ghost Academies just for fun of it. You're gonna get some nukes.
And yet, no production. I wonder what's happening there. Does he not have the tech yet, or does he? I can't remember. Can you just make a nuke right off the bat, or?
You need a fusion core, I think. I can't remember the exact button, but you need some other building to do it.
Yeah. Weird. I thought I'd see that right away. I guess he's just gonna move him down then. He just said fuck it.
I guess he's like, fuck this nuke business.
It's getting late. That's the first thing going through his head too. It's 11 o'clock where he is, and he goes to bed at 10:30, like a 7-year-old man.
Yeah. All right, this could be good. If he's gonna attack, he's just gonna go attack. I think so. I think he's decided it's done.
Oh, nukes.
But what is Duncan?
There's the nukes.
Duncan
He's
is just.
making them.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Look at the production of everything Lewis is making, and Duncan's basically doing nothing because he's starved. He doesn't have the money. He's got 3 little piles of like about a few hundred each.
Yep, and his only other expansion is right next to Lewis's base.
Yeah, and if he tries to go there, there's Widowmine sitting there, so you can't sneak in a... Yeah.
And yet, a decent-sized army. Not the biggest, but, you know.
Yeah, 52 is... Like, he's holding for a bit. It's obviously not going to be enough, but yeah.
One thing we can't underestimate in this tournament is the power of the A-click. When you A-target and you run directly into something, that completely changes the comp. Like,
absolutely.
Lewis should win here, but if he A-targets and just clicks in, the tanks are just going to destroy him, so...
Yeah. The biggest thing here is just more stuff and just attack, for the most part. That's the biggest thing. And, if you just walk, you're going to get hit, because these tanks are dangerous.
Yeah.
And at the moment, Thors aren't going to take on tanks, but they will wreck these Vikings. Oh, dear lord.
Oh, Thors.
Well, at least that freed up some supply for poor Duncan.
The biggest problem when I play Terran is I think Thors are unstoppable because they're huge robots, right? But they lose all other mechs, so I don't know.
Yeah, they are very good, but they're not. They don't wreck everything. There's plenty of things that wreck them.
Organic and
we've got Yamato being upgraded for Duncan. That's his last hope. Lewis has already finished 3 nukes.
Lewis is totally holding us up for the nukes.
He's literally holding us so we can nuke Duncan. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, you can click 3 of the Ghost Academies, their nukes. And here comes the ghosts. Here come the nukers.
Alright. Now, here's the question. Is he going to try to sneak in and nuke? Or is he going to... Oh, that's the Duncan scan right there. Is he going to try to nuke Duncan's puddle pile over
He just wanted to get the Widowmine,
His cuddle puddle of tanks.
But your battle cruisers aren't going to do enough against all of those Thors, friend. That's not going to work.
No, that's a dangerous place to be, though, with your army.
Yeah, you don't want to be there for long because the tanks will shoot, but yeah. See, the thing Duncan here should have done, I think, is build a command center just floated over like here. Or like here, just somewhere. Here comes the nuke! We've got nukes coming.
Alright, come on, hit them, hit them.
This is gonna hurt.
Hit them.
Oh, the Marines are moving slowly.
He canceled it. Yeah. He got scanned out.
Oh, he canceled it, yeah. Oh, but he's just luring these Marines into that now. Oh, boy.
What he should do, A-target, nuke behind it. A-target, throw down some nukes.
Nukes here, or here, or here. Oh, man.
Oh, I love it. I haven't seen a nuke in StarCraft in a while.
Yeah. Oh, here we
go. There we go. So he's just nuking the peripherals, and he lost his entire army to those tanks. Why isn't Lewis making a battle cruiser? Lewis loves battle cruisers.
Because he just wants the nuke.
Boom!
The nuke hits! Oh, bam!
Half damage on the battle cruiser.
But now look at his Thors being useless.
Lost everything. Just lost everything.
He's gonna throw it away just because he wants the nuke. I mean, he's still...
another nuke. Oh, he's moving back. He saw it.
Oh, he moved most of them away though. That's it. That's it. He broke down most of it.
Maybe. I mean, these tanks are still alive.
The tanks aren't going to do anything versus like. Well, okay.
The Ravens.
Vikings can like go in and sit down right next to them and be in melee range, and that'll wreck most of them.
Maybe. Let's see, because I guarantee Lewis
the
is going to try
that. Doing well. Yeah. I want to see the Vikings land right next to them. Come on, Lewis. Here we go. And they're going to mostly shoot themselves now. Yeah, there we go.
No, there you go. That's over.
That's it. That's the end. We got some nukes, and I'm going to have to say thank you to Lewis for nuking.
Yeah.
That's always spectacular.
I haven't seen a nuke in a while. I have to close my windows because naturally.
There we go.
Neighbors' children want to play outside during the weather, and they're going to be loud, but whatever.
The end. Lewis moves on.
And that is the end of Duncan. And now we're on to our best of 3 out of Ben and Ped. And we're going to interview Duncan really quick while we set that up.
Yep.
Lalnabot interview. And then let's get Ben and Ped in. And get this rolling because I feel bad.
Hello!
Whoa! Very good showing.
Very nice. I think that was probably the most even match so far.
You had mines at all my expansion spots.
Yeah! That was so painful.
It was really frustrating.
Yeah, really I saw the SUVs moving over there and like beep beep beep. Oh,
I
dead
got
again.
Completely starved.
He just starved you at the end. That was rough to watch. Yeah. It was really even for a long time, but once he just held you down, it was just rough. Yeah. We got to see some nukes though. That was
How
nice.
do you feel though? You had a pretty good showing this run. You beat a few people here. You beat Osie, you beat
Zylus and
Zybop.
Boba. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
glad I
honest, like
didn't lose
you
to them.
you could have. I think you could have beaten a lot of people in this tournament, but Ped took you by surprise, and then Lewis is probably the strongest.
Yeah, how do you
player
feel
here.
about that Ped
So-
match?
Ped's been randoming because he literally looked up a rush build for each of the races.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just learned
yeah.
those.
Well, learn it then. Learn how to stop it. But yeah,
I didn't know how to do it. Because I knew it was coming as well, and I didn't like. I built barracks as early as I could. I got Marine out, and it just wasn't enough. Yeah.
we saw that,
Yeah.
and you did have a barracks down. You were defending pretty well, and then you came with banelings. And
But then
you
the
busted you.
Baneling, I didn't see that coming. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Not for
I thought
nothing.
the bunker would do it for the earlier Zerglings.
Yeah, Ped and Lewis are playing really well right now, and you had to catch them both, and I don't think you're playing that bad.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think we'll see Lewis and Pedguin in the finals? Do you think that's it?
Honestly, if you can get past the initial rush, Ped doesn't have anything. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's it. So I guess that's the thing then. If either Ben or Lewis builds enough of a defense early to deal with Ped's early aggression,
Yeah.
I will see it.
Or
However,
maybe
he
Ped's
did beat
learning.
Lewis once.
Yeah.
He did beat Lewis once, so we'll see.
Yeah. How did you feel?
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
it is. It's tricky to get to defend against a rush like that. You just like.
did you feel like you were hanging with Lewis there? Did you think that was close?
Not really. Like, once I couldn't get my second expand, I was like, shit, what do I do here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up until then, it was dead even.
I think it was super even, and then once you started feeling starved, we could sort of sense a bit of hesitation that you were like a bit at a loss for exactly where to go from there.
Yeah,
You know?
I tried to like fly to the opposite side of the map because I didn't think he'd look for my expansion there. But
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just,
yeah.
As soon as I got up, a bloody Viking came and found it.
Yeah.
It's typical.
It was tough.
It's rough. It's rough.
Getting those backline attacks too. But
Absolutely, yeah, that was rough. The Liberator and that drop to take out your economy early on.
drop
That
wasn't so
immediately put you a
bad.
little bit on the like. You took out a lot of his, and in the
Yeah,
beginning
like-
it was like a far, but that slowed down your economy a bunch. And once he could then get like a 5 expansions roughly, and just keep you starved, and then
Yeah,
he
I was
always
just
had the
trapped in
money
my base.
expansion. Yeah.
yeah.
Overall, though, I thought it went pretty damn well. I thought you definitely showed that you are to be feared. You ran into the toughest opposition, pretty much, and that's it.
Well, I mean,
Thanks so much for
obviously,
showing up, man. Honestly, thank you.
And wasn't that?
Zybobs. I know, but they
I
tried. They're
didn't
still
expect
new.
to lose against
They did
them.
what they could, I suppose.
Alright.
Anyway,
I swear Reapers have changed.
they definitely
They're
have,
way
yeah,
worse.
because they used to like just throw grenades automatically, but now they don't. They have something else going on, so they just mostly shoot with the little thing. They're still great to take out probes and stuff, but they're really shitty against buildings now. So
Pet's still in a fucking match again. Why does he keep doing
fucking hell.
He's just practicing his rushes.
I
Yeah, he's
know.
literally
If
practicing.
you look at his recent games, it's like 50 against AI, and it will like 3 minutes.
Well,
long.
that's what.
Oh my God.
You could still be new and practice. There's nothing wrong with
Amazing.
that.
It's just
Amazing.
funny.
Yeah.
It is funny, yeah.
All right. Thanks
All right.
for coming by, Duncan. I appreciate
All right.
it a lot.
Yeah, great time.
Yeah, dudes.
Hope you have a great rest of the evening.
you
and we'll
later,
see you around.
buddy.
Later.
All right.